Hello everyone, in this video I will discuss most important and expected MCQs of software engineering. These questions are very important. As you know, software engineering is a core subject and you get 3 to 4 questions in any exam related to computer science. So let us start. So first question is, which of the following is not a section in the standard for SQA plans recommended by IEEE? SQA means Software Quality Assurance. And which of the following is not a section in the standard for SQA plans recommended by the IEEE? Options are budget, time, people, none of the above. So which of the following is not a section? The right answer is option A. Budget is not a section in the standard for SQA plans. SQA क्या है? SQA is Software Quality Assurance. Next. Case tools stands for case. Case tool stands for. What is the full form of case? Options are given. Case tool stands for the various options as you can read on your screen. Case tool stands for computer aided software engineering. So right answer is option A. These questions are very important and these questions you can find easily in the previous year exams related to computer science. So case stands for computer aided software engineering. Next. Third question. If requirements are easily understandable and defined, then which model is best suited? These are some models of software development lifecycle SDLC. Which model is best suited if requirements are easily understandable and defined? Whether it is spiral model or waterfall model or prototyping model. So if requirements are easily understandable and defined, then which model is best suited? Waterfall model is best suited. Fourth question. Software requirement specification, which we also call SRS. You can also find this question in exam. What is the full form of SRS? SRS is Software Requirement Specification. SRS is also known as specification of which type of testing? 4 type of testing is given here: white box testing, acceptance testing, integrated testing, black box testing. If you have any doubt regarding software testing, I will provide the link of software testing, types of software testing in the description box. So SRS is known as specification of which type of testing? White box, acceptance, integrated or black box. So SRS is the specification of black box testing. Right answer is option D. Next, fifth question. Which testing is the re-execution of some subset of test? This is the part of software testing question. This is a question of software testing. Which testing is the re-execution of some subset of test? It means some test already have been conducted and now we want to re-execute some subset of test to ensure the changes that are not propagated. Unit testing, regression testing, integration testing, thread based testing. Right answer of this question is, which testing is the re-execution? Regression testing, option B. Next question. Effective software project management focuses on the 4 P's. What are those 4 P's? Very important question. Effective software project management focuses on the 4 P's. What are those 4 P's? People, performance, payment, product. People, product, process, project. People, product, performance, project. All of the above. The right answer is effective software project management focuses on the 4 P's. What are the 4 P's? Yeah, right answer is option B. People, product, process and project. Next. Organization can have in-house inspection, direct involvement of users, a release of beta version, or few of them. And it also includes usability, compatibility, user acceptance, etc. The options are given. Whether it is task analysis, whether it is GUI requirement gathering, GUI means graphical user interface, whether it is graphical user interface design and implementation, or whether it is testing. So here you can see user acceptance testing, direct involvement of users, fine, beta version. These are some types of compatibility. I want to check the compatibility of software. I want to test the compatibility. So these are the types of testing. So this process is called testing. Right option is testing. Yes. Next. Which of the following is the understanding of software product limitations? Learning system related problems or changes to be done in existing systems beforehand. Identifying and addressing the impact of project on organization and personnel, etc. This process is called. The process is, I want to understand the software product limitation. I want to learn the system related problems. And I want to study the existing system, and then I want to decide what are the changes to be done in the existing systems. And what would be the impact of the project? What would be the impact of new project on the organization? This whole process is called, this is the important phase of SDLC, software development lifecycle, and this is called, the process is, I want to identify, I want to understand the software product limitation, I want to learn system related problems, I want to study the impact of the project. This whole process is called system analysis. Next question. Which of the following is not defined in good SRS? Which is not defined? Functional requirement. Functional requirements are defined. Non-functional requirements also defined. What are the goals of implementation? also defined in the SRS. What are the objectives? What are the functional and non-functional requirements? And algorithm for software implementation. Yes, this is not defined in SRS. Rather, it is defined in software design phase. So, right answer is option D is the right answer of this question. Which of the following is not defined? Algorithms are not defined. Next, COCOMO stands for. Full form of COCOMO model. It is a model for software cost and effort estimation. And what is the full form of this COCOMO? Very important COCOMO model. I will also provide the link of this COCOMO model in the description box. The COCOMO model is constructive cost model. Right answer is option B. It is very important method for software effort and software cost estimation. Next, RAD software process model stands for. What is the full form of this? RAD. RAD software process. Whether it is rapid application development or rapid application design or relevant application development or recent application development. So RAD stands for rapid application development. Right answer is option A. Next, from the following methods, size of software product can be calculated. Size of software product. How we will calculate the size of software product? It is the question related to software metrics. So size of software product can be calculated from which method? Counting the lines of delivered code. Yeah, it is known as LOC, lines of code. Counting delivered function point. Yes, again this is a software matrix for calculating the size of software product. These both are the methods with the help of which we can calculate the size of the software product. So right answer will be option C. Next, when elements of module are grouped because the output of one element serves as input to another element. This is a one element in the module. This is another element A, B, and output of A will be input of B. And this type of cohesion is called, very simple, it is called sequential cohesion. Next, which of these primary objectives have to be achieved for the requirement model? What are the objectives of requirement model? To describe what the customer requires. Yeah, in the requirement model we actually get the requirements of the customer. To establish a basis for the creation of a software design. Yes, it is again right. In the requirement model we actually understand the software in detail, we get the requirements, and we actually establish a basis for the creation of a software design. To define a set of requirements that can be validated. Again right, we set our requirements so that we can validate the software after its completion. So all are the objectives of a requirement model. So right answer is option D. Next, what is used for implementing the changes in existing or new requirements of user in software maintenance. We want to change the existing requirements, or we want to add new requirements of users, and it is called, whether it is preventive maintenance, perfective maintenance, corrective maintenance, adaptive maintenance. Actually it is perfective maintenance. We want to add new requirements and we want to make the software perfect. We want to add some new modules, we want to change some requirements, so it is a perfective maintenance. So these questions are very important. I have discussed 15 questions in this part and very important MCQs of software engineering. So that's all for this video. If you have any suggestion, any doubt, you can comment. Thank you for watching.